the day she took back her life. Everyone in Willow Creek thought Emily Carson was the perfect wife, a supportive husband, a beautiful home, and a peaceful life. But no one knew that everything she had was about to be stolen, and that her revenge would become the most shocking story the town had ever seen. Emily, a talented baker in her mid-30s, dreams of opening her own small-town bakery in Oregon. But her husband, Derek, pretends to support her until she discovers he's draining their joint savings account. When she confronts him, Derek laughs. "You, running a business, you can't even run your life." The emotional abuse isn't new. But this time, something breaks. Emily decides to leave, but Derek has one more blow waiting. Days later, Emily learns Derek has done the unthinkable. He transferred all her bakery savings into an account owned by another woman, his secret girlfriend, Melissa. And on top of that, Derek files for divorce and demands the house. Emily is left with nothing. No home, no money, no business. Just a broken heart and a tiny suitcase. Emily moves into a friend's spare room. She works double shifts at a grocery store bakery, barely making rent. Every night, she sits awake thinking about the bakery she planned for years. And every morning, she wakes up with one thought. He took my dream. I'm going to take something back. Emily starts documenting everything: Derek's financial manipulation, his messages with the girlfriend, transfer records, voice recordings of verbal abuse. She quietly meets a lawyer. A brilliant one, Sarah Donovan, a specialist in financial fraud. Sarah reviews the evidence and says the words Emily never expected to hear. He didn't just betray you. He committed a crime: bank fraud, identity manipulation, misappropriation of marital assets, and tax evasion on the side. Emily's revenge is no longer emotional, it's legal. To make the case airtight, Emily needs Derek to confess something on record. So she calls him, pretends she wants to work things out, invites him for coffee. Derek shows up smug and confident. Emily acts defeated, broken, exactly how he expects her to be. Then she says, "I know you moved the money, Derek. At least tell me why." Derek smirks. "Because you're weak, and because I could." All of it recorded, perfectly clear. Emily says nothing, just smiles. A month later, Derek is served with fraud charges, IRS audit, divorce counterclaim, civil lawsuit. Melissa, the girlfriend, is subpoenaed. Her bank records expose more fraud. Derek panics. His perfect new life collapses. He accuses Emily of ruining him. Emily replies calmly, "You ruined yourself." In court, Derek tries to act innocent, but Emily's lawyer presents saved messages, bank transfers, recorded confession, witness statements, financial discrepancies, tax documents. It's a complete takedown. The judge is stunned. He rules Emily gets 70% of the assets. Derek must pay full restitution. Derek faces criminal charges. Emily gets the house and the cherry on top. Melissa leaves him the same day. With the settlement money, Emily does something extraordinary. She opens her bakery, but not just any bakery. A warm, light-filled place decorated with wooden shelves and fresh flowers. She names it Second Chances Bakery on opening day. There's a line around the block. People admire her strength, her resilience, her comeback. Emily stands at the counter, smiling free at last months later. Derek walks past the bakery, unemployed, alone, facing sentencing. He sees Emily inside, happy, successful, thriving. She glances at him once, just once, and then she turns away because he's no longer part of her story. Revenge isn't always loud. Sometimes the sweetest revenge is rebuilding your life so beautifully that the person who destroyed it has no place in it anymore. He'll rise and win to get your revenge. If you like this story, like, share and subscribe our channel.